Hi everybody, welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, that's Jack.
Hello everybody, welcome back.
And today we're going to break it down because sometimes you just can't afford that little extra money to go down to the taqueria down the street or the taco truck down the thing. So you got to just break it down and make some tacos at the house. So we're going to show you the best way that some fat gringos like us decided to put it together down here. It's great. It's like a fusion thing, kind of like Metalachi, the mariachi band that does metal stuff. That'll be awesome. Let's get to it. Starting off, we got our tacos. So you do these with any kind of 1 pound of meat, right? But we got like hamburger and turkey. You can pick either one. Doesn't really matter, especially on the price thing. The turkey's usually cheaper. 50 cents worth of these taco seasonings, yeah. And then tortillas, corn or flour is awesome. And then all the rest of this stuff is optional. It's what you want to put on your stuff, whatever kind of vegetables. We have bell peppers, tomatoes, cilantro, onions, some jalapenos. Salad? No, that was lettuce.
Lettuce.
Oh, and then the rice stuff. So you got the rice. You're going to need a tablespoon of butter and a can of the Rotel stuff. Our Rotel's got the habaneros in it.
Hot. Very hot.
Because we like it with the little flavor. And then all the rest of this, again, is optional. You can put in the bell peppers, cilantro, onions, or jalapenos. And then this bean dip is real simple. You're going to get a can of refried beans, some kind of cheese kind of cut into it. Grated is better. And then you put your hot sauce, good hot sauce, especially the stuff that says, extra hot. It's the best thing to do it, just to taste. And that's it. So you got to start here with your rice. So it's a cup and a cup and a half of the water. Put it in there. Let that start getting hot. Leave the heat kind of high. So you can do that.
You want it to boil.
Right. But you don't want it to burn. So kind of how you don't want it just extremely hot. And then empty the packets of that thing. Whatever, and that'll go by the instructions. Just go in there, look at that, and then put the can of the tomatoes and the habanero stuff in there. And then on top of that, we also added some sliced up jalapeno and some bell peppers. That's really off menu stuff. We didn't follow the instructions with that, but it works really well. And then your tablespoon of butter, I think we threw in there and didn't show it anybody.
We did it off camera.
Yeah. And then just stir that up a little bit and let that boil. And that's going to take the longest because once it boils, you got to wait like 25 minutes.
It has a long simmer time.
Right. So just cover that. Well, it's rice, so it takes forever. Cover that up. And then get back over to your skillet, and you're going to brown the meat. So turn up your heat about medium high, our normal meat cooking settings. Now get your tube o meat, your chub o meat, and then take a knife and just hack at it, stab at it. And then just squeeze it from the middle, blah, right? Like some kind of serial killer. Just blah. I mean, you can cut the bottom of the tube or just one end of the tube and then kind of squeeze it out of there, but it's always got a dirty look to it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better. Like you can squeeze it, but then you're squeezing it out and it's just all over the plate. You don't want that. And then once it's in your pan, like I say, you don't add any oil or anything because this is going to be greasy enough. I think this was like 73% meat, which is mostly sawdust. And let that start to brown. Now get your refried beans. It's gelatinous. And then I was not expecting that noise. Oh my god, it's disgusting. It's worse than the spam. Hello little beans. Hello. Yeah.
It has a bubble.
It's like a sentient bean goop, man. It's like, remember the blob? Just in bean form. Look, it like heals when I cut it. It just doesn't. You stab it and it just closes the hole up. And you try to tear it up and it sticks to the spoon like it's defending it. Just put it on the heat and let that warm up. So when you get that done, you got to slice, chop, dice, whatever, all your stuff for your tacos. You can put them on a separate plate later when you put them on the plate so people can fix their tacos how they want. So we used onions, tomato,
cilantro, and jalapeno?
And jalapeno, yeah. And the lettuce, too. And the tomato, we only used half of it. Now, again, you only use half. Get you some of these sandwich bags. You can put it in the fridge. Use it later. Don't be throwing it out. Don't be wasting food. But we're not giant tomato fans at the house.
It lasts a while around here.
Right. So we use way too much. And if it won't cut because your knife sucks, just take all your anger out on it. Cilantro can overpower a lot of stuff. Now we're going to do some for like a dressing for the tacos, but we're also going to lightly do some to put on the side to kind of cook with. We add it to the rice, we add it to the hamburger. That's everything. So we just take it and slice it down here. Kind of fig leaves are fine. You can take that and use that stuff too. If not, just set it off to the side and get rid of it. This stuff doesn't last that well. It doesn't refrigerate.
It does not hold.
Now your lettuce, now the stuff you get at like Taco Bell and places like that, it's like finely shredded. So you can take a knife and you can cut it like this, and it makes it kind of stuff. Or you can cheat, just get you some scissors and hack that shit up. Just attack it.
Guess if you can't afford kitchen shears.
Right? And jalapeno. I mean, again, jalapeno very optional because a lot of people don't like spicy stuff. But just take it, slice it. Now, be careful when you get those raw, unpickled things because they can be spicy.
They are really hot.
Now, once this comes to a boil, your rice stuff comes to a boil, just turn it all the way down to low and you're going to let it sit for 25 minutes. While you're doing that, go back to browning your meat. Like I said, just anytime it's pink, make it touch the metal. Just chop it up a little bit. Now, you can see there's a lot of grease. Like I said, it's 73%. It's going to get funky. So you're going to have to drain that. So don't feel embarrassed about draining it. Take a little bit, put it in your dog's food, whatever, put it around some plants that you don't like outside. Now, your beans, you got them all mashed up and not can-shaped or making horrible noises anymore. So you got those, let that keep warming up. Now, see it? There it is. There's all that grease. You see it? And just take it, dump it out. And you can tell it's not boiling it in grease anymore. It's actually cooking it flat on the skillet. Mm-hmm. So you get it chopped up. Now, be sure to knock it down in those little bitty spots because you're trying to put it in taco meat. You don't want great big chunks of it in there. So make sure to just kind of knock it around. Just
small pieces.
Just beat your meat against the side of the skillet there so it comes apart. So it's not in big like chunks. Now here's the important part. Like you get your beans, they're nice and warm. You can see where they're steaming or whatever, and then just add a couple handfuls of this cheese. Like you just want it to be like creamy, right?
Yeah, you just want it to be creamier.
All right, so that just kind of breaks it down, and you kind of stir that in. And that heat is going to hold it. Beans are an insulator. In case you ever find yourself freezing somewhere, just slather yourself in refried beans. Don't do that. That's probably not good advice. But
no, it's not.
Once you got the meat brown, just go ahead and add that seasoning right on top of it. And then I think it's 3/4 cup of water. We use a little bit less than that. Not quite half, but I'm bad at fractions. And put it right on top. Then we add some cilantro as well. You can add some onion in here. You can add some of that jalapeno if you want. Just it depends on what flavors you want. But the seasoning itself, it actually works really, really well. There's ways to make it and make homegrown stuff, but I'm poor and I'm white and I don't know how. So I just buy the little packets for 50 cents and we do it that way. Now, once you get it in there, before it starts boiling again, be sure to stir it. Get all the meat covered with that seasoning and that water. And let it go into a boil. See where it's all bubbling and stuff? That's the closest you're going to get to a rolling boil full of meat. And make sure it's all stirred, make it all covered in there. And then you turn it down and you're going to let it set for 5 minutes. But it's going to thicken up when you do that. When you let it simmer really low.
Yeah.
And it won't be near as runny as all that and stuff, right? And it turns out really, really well. Now, once you've been sitting there for 5 minutes, you can see how it thickened up. Take it off, but leave your fire going. We're going to show you some white guys trying to mess with some tortillas. So just get your flour one and just throw it on there. Works really well with gas ones. I've tried it with electric ones and it just burned that really weird ring into it where it just spiraled underneath it. But gas works really good. Don't microwave them. There's things they can buy that you can put tortillas in and put them in the microwave and they warm them up. I just don't trust that they always get rubbery or whatever. These are store-bought. My buddy Andres is mad at me because, store-bought tortillas. It's my fault. I apologize. So, get you a cast iron skillet. We're going to do some more on this later in the series. Now, we put oil in here. I might have put a little too much for the small size of the skillet we have. And just let that heat up. Now, while it's heating up, it's been 25 minutes. Check your rice. All right, get your spoon. They want you to flip it up with a fork. I don't want to dirty another fork, so I'm just using a spoon. Stir it around. Get in there. And just the smell of this stuff is outstanding. Mm-hmm. You can just, as soon as you pull off the lid, you can smell it, but you can just waft it. And man, just that is worth it.
This cilantro is amazing.
And then now you got your skillet nice and warm. And this is your corn tortillas. Like, we're white, so we don't usually use these because they crumble when you touch them. You got to cook these damn things. So once you put it in there, you got the oil hot. Let it heat up. Like I said, I might have put too much oil. Again, this is just what I was told by the little gypsy lady. Sorry, that was your mother-in-law. Don't tell her I called her that.
Oh, man.
And just let it heat up. You'll see it starting to bubble around the edges where it's cooking. And the steam coming out. Once you take it about halfway, fold it over, and it'll start cooking.
Hopefully, start cooking.
Yeah. Well, fire will cook it eventually, but you don't want it too much. So, you get a chance. Like, tongs are a great investment. You don't have to worry about messing up cast iron skillet with using metal on it, so that's always a benefit. When you take it, flip it over, you can see where it's starting to brown on all the spots. You start to freckle like a white dude in the sun. Just let it sit there. Now, if you want to, you can take it like this and hold it where it's open a little bit, but it'll start making those sides kind of solid, and it's precursor to a crunchy taco shell. Yeah,
but not quite all the way.
And it tastes really good. Now, be sure when you get it, get some of that oil off. You'll see some of the oil shaking loose here, but those are outstanding. And as soon as they can stand up on their own, you put them over there. They're great. Great flavor, great taste, and it's great presentation. It actually looks really, really good. All right, so it's totally easy. That was like right at $9. It's under our $10 budget, however we do it. And it fed like 4 of us like once, and 2 of us were really full. And it was really good. But I think it was like the meat was the most expensive thing, like $2, and that was for the cheap stuff. And all the rest of that was very even optional.
Yep.
With all the optional stuff, it was under $10. So it was great. And it's something that was quick, easy. We did it in less than like 30 minutes all total.
Yeah.
And it's fed a lot of people.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of rice and beans left. But
Yeah. You ready?
I touched my eye and jalapeno juice on it. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Turn it on.
It's on.
It's on? Okay, just so you know, Jack just rubbed jalapeno juice in his eye like a genius.
Oh,
I ain't the
hurts.
only one doing the bloopers around here. I got you guys to know that. So there you have it. This is our basic Tex-Mex fusion type by Jack. He's going to go clean his eye. Tacos that are perfect for us. Like I said, it's perfect kind of fusion, just like Metalachi, right? Respect, right? So you can always catch us over here on Tuesdays and Fridays at YouTube, Living Between Paychecks Kitchen, or you can find us at Instagram at Living Between, or on Facebook at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. There, you can also have a Patreon. You can, if you like what we're doing, can help us out a little bit. We very much appreciate it because we are broke. We're shooting this in his mother-in-law's kitchen. Thank you for letting us film here, by the way. All right, see y'all next time.
Dear Lord, my eyeball is on fire.